Yo, what is up guys? It is your boy Saint Glizzy back here with another Escape from Tarkov video. And yesterday I got a little baked and I decided to play some PvE. And to answer the burning question, to acknowledge the elephant in the room, I did buy the Unheard edition. And that is something that I touch on in this video. But for the most part, this video is just kind of me being stupidly stony baloney on streets, getting my ass kicked, and just rambling about the current things going on in Tarkov and gaming. I hope you guys enjoyed this type of video. It's something very different. I usually don't post stuff like this, but honestly, I thought it was pretty funny. This was just the after effects of me having to medicate for my stomach. So now that that little disclaimer's over, I love you all, stay safe, and I hope you enjoy this rambling. Going into the raid with a smile on my face. I'm a little stony baloney. A little is an understatement. I'm about to fuck this dude up. I'm about to fuck his friend up first. Okay, I missed. Okay, this thing zoomed in. Okay. Yeah, I'm fucking not doing great right now. Hey, let me barrel stuff you. Thank you. Okay. That was the warm-up. I didn't lie to you, I am very stony baloney. Come here, motherfucker. You ever tasted BT or BS? Well, now you have. Oh my god. Where's this joker at? You know, fuck these guys. I've got a quest to do. These guys are just distracting me. That's all they're doing. Just playing some PvE mode. Forgot to mention that. Yes, I do have bigger pockets. I did get the Unheard edition. Let's just get this shit over with. No, I didn't pay $250 for it. I paid the $50 upgrade after we made our little point with our little protesting that we were doing. Honestly, past that, I feel like the stuff that Nikita did was pretty fair. I'm not a huge fan of being able to call in a BTR, me personally, but you know, it is what it is. Jesus Christ. Can you leave me alone? I'm trying to talk to the brick wall that is my viewer base. No offense to you if you watch my stuff. I'm just making a joke that nobody watches my stuff. Just kidding. I know there are people out there that watch my stuff and I love you guys very much. Thank you for that. I very much appreciate it. The very few that are out there watching it, you guys keep me going. Truly, you guys keep me going on the content. I'm not talking about you guys keep me alive. Please, just YouTube, don't take it as that. Oh my god, I found a GPU. Let's just do this. Let's unload a mag. See, that mag was basically empty anyways. Let's put our CMS in here. Let's take that, put that right there. And we're gonna find a backpack in a second. Dude, I've been finding GPUs left and right recently. It's kind of fucking crazy. Okay, before I check those computers, I actually want to try to find a backpack. And there's one place where I know PMCs will be. And that's the Pinewood Hotel. They just kind of fucking swarm around this place like rats. Rats to cheese, man. Anyways, back to the Unheard edition thing. I also just got the upgrade because I wanted to pay extra thanks to the devs who, you know, inadvertently gave me a platform. Thank you, Battle State. You guys gave a fucking idiot from Virginia unlimited power. And all jokes aside, because of Tarkov, I do have a combined following of over 180k on all platforms. So that's pretty great. And thank you, Battle State. Thank you, Nikita. I love you guys. Also, I did find one of those Tarkov geocaches. If anyone keeps up on Tarkov Twitter or follows Noise Guy, you know that there were a couple of geocaches that Battle State Games hit around the world. One of them just happened to be in bumfuck Virginia. And it was like an hour away from me. A little bit more than an hour. So I decided to drive there. And I found a little crate, like a little secure container. It was locked. I had to smash it open with a bat. I was getting like weird looks from people at the brewery, you know, understandable. I just kind of wandered around talking to my phone, talking to Noise Guy and his crew of people in the Discord helping. And I was just kind of wandering around this park outside this brewery. But you know, let's be honest, The motherfuckers who were looking at me all weird, sitting there drinking their alcohol. You know, no judgments to you if you like alcohol. I fuck with it. I just don't. It's not my thing. It's not my huge thing. I just, you know, I'll have some occasionally. But what I'm saying, let's get back on track, dude. I am so fucking baked. What I'm saying is that these guys were looking at me and pointing at me and acting like I was a fucking problem. Acting like I was the weirdo, okay? Who the fuck's drinking in their work uniforms about to get in their work truck? Who's out there on the porch at noon drinking beers? Not me. Alright. You know, I get it. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, but come on, man. Come on. You have no room to judge. Okay? I'm not judging them. I gotta clarify that. To each its own. Have a brew when you need it. Honestly, it seemed like a pretty nice vibe. I would have had a brew if I could have had one. I can't have gluten. I have to have, like, fancy shit. It doesn't have gluten in it. It's kind of depressing. Honestly, I think they only had one beer, so they weren't that weird. But still, it's like, it's 1 o'clock. 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock. What are you doing? You judging me? Fuck out of here. Oh my god, does he have a bag? He does. He's got a duffel bag. But yeah, I got this cool Colt container. It's got a couple of little unheard symbols on it. And then I got a little paper. And the crazy thing is, the little container that I found that was stashed away, it was fucking covered in ants. I mean, absolutely covered in ants. There were eggs, like ant eggs in there. I had to wash this thing out in the river. A shit ton. I also think they put it in poison ivy, but I like washed my arms down and shit. But yeah, just an interesting thing. Why Virginia? I don't know. The other two locations were pretty cool. It was like Australia and Spain. And then boom, last one, right near Glizzy in bumfuck nowhere, Virginia. It's just interesting. Who the fuck did they have put that there? I hope it wasn't somebody at Battle State. I mean, if it was, they got to see a really beautiful part of the world. But then again, it's like bumfuck Virginia. That must have been expensive. That must have been where my unheard money went. But yeah, it's like those. Oh my god, I found another fucking thing. Found another GPU. What I was gonna say before I was rudely interrupted by this GPU was those devs, they're cool. I fuck with them. They may have broken my trust once, fucking once. I'll say it. You know, it's not gonna be the same for everyone, but for me, they only broke my fucking trust once. Compared to Arena Breakout, you know, which I was promoting. I will say it. I was promoting Arena Breakout. I was genuinely interested in it. The issue with Arena Breakout, though, is that when I tried to download it, it flagged it as malicious, as a malicious download. My antivirus did, which is kind of like a big, you know, I'm not sure if I want to be promoting this type of thing if my antivirus is flagging it. Second off, I've got a 4080 Super. It's brand fucking new. I got it the day that I got Arena Breakout. Alright, I installed it properly, installed the power supply unit properly. Everything runs fine. Tarkov's running fine right now. This shit's cooling. It's not hot one bit. I'm on max fucking settings. It's beautiful. Right? I get on Arena Breakout though. My computer is fucking struggling. And what I mean by struggling is my mic output keeps getting fucked up and making my audio sound like a fucking chipmunk getting ripped through a cassette rewinder. I mean, it's a brutal scene. The chipmunk's screaming, and everything's just like, his voice is just in rewind. It's horrible. It's fucking horrible, and that's what was going on every 5 to 10 seconds. Not to mention the shit that was going on with my mouse. Watch me do this. I'm just spinning around, right? It's continuous. If I did that on Arena Breakout, it would be doing like this. It was like freezing. And the crazy thing is I was like moving my mouse around the pad more to get it unfrozen, and it just wouldn't do it. It wouldn't move. and then like a couple seconds later it would fix itself, and then a couple seconds later it would break again. It was the damnedest thing. Like that motherfucker. And I don't know, it just all kind of seems sketchy to me. On top of that, the arena breakout people were a little bit unprofessional. They sent me 3 beta keys, and only one of them fucking worked. So out of the 3 beta keys they sent for me to give to my community, to give to my viewers, who I care about very much, not only do they have the chance of getting malware, but at the same time, they're not even able to play the game because their fucking keys don't even work. Oh my god, this guy's gonna kill me. So it just pissed me off a little bit. And on top of that, it was a pain in the ass to even get those keys that I was promised. I had to message multiple people to try to get to an admin, and then I had to wait through this mod mail thing to get to an admin, and he finally gave the keys, which, you know, didn't fucking work. And to even smack more bullshit on top of the unprofessionalism, basically 90% of all the creators that I know and am friends with were hit up by Arena Breakout a month prior. Some of us, you know, for months at a time. And each time, you know, we'd talk back and forth with them and, you know, negotiate prices and stuff for promotion. And then they'd just ghost us. And the last time, they hit all of us up in one swift sweep and were like, hey, you guys want to do this? And we all didn't know that we had all been hit up. They just made us feel all fucking special and shit. So they hit us up, most of us through email, some of us through managers and shit. And when I say us, I mean like basically every Tarkov creator you fucking know. But yeah, so we all kind of talked back and forth with them and negotiated prices and stuff. And basically, their response was, hey, we'll get back to you. And then they just didn't. And then they hit a lot of us up about, you know, partnering with them or giving away keys and stuff like that. And it just kind of felt scummy. You know, I know they were kind of riding the Tarkov drama. And they saw an opportunity for free promo. And honestly, good for them. But at the same time, a little fucking unprofessional to not even give the people that you're offering money a heads up and being like, hey, the plans have changed. You know, they don't have to do that, but it is a bit more professional to do that, and they just didn't. So I don't know, it's kind of weird to me. Not surprising, just a little weird. Also, after playing the game, I can say when it did work, it felt very great. But it felt like an emptier version of Tarkov. It felt more condensed. It felt like if I only had a certain amount of time that day, that's what I'd be playing instead of Tarkov. And the game's mechanics were very like geared towards losing money as easily as possible. So you have to like really watch out how you spend your money. Like if you're spending money on good gear on the flea market, because it's a completely open flea market. I mean, you can buy the best gear at level 1. Just go on the fucking flea market. So like if you make just, you know, 1 or 2 bad decisions with your finances raid wise, oh Jesus Christ, I didn't even get a fucking chance there. Yeah, if you make like 1 or 2 bad decisions with your finances, like going into, you know, your first few raids, you're just gonna lose all your money. And it does seem like it's a little hard to make that back at this current moment, at least. And that made me worry some about microtransactions, because I know that's a thing on the app. And then that loops back into the whole Tarkov drama, where it's like, fuck Nikita, pay to win, this, that, you know, he's a scammer, he's untrustworthy. At the end of the day, why the fuck would I stand on that type of hill and die on it, being like, fuck Nikita, yeah, he's a scummy guy, when I'm still supporting Arena Breakout and being like, yeah, this game fucking rocks, best guys in the world, when they already broke my trust like 3 or 4, 5 times out of the gate. It's just not a good look, in my opinion, so I stopped playing it. It's not for me, honestly. I was genuinely interested in it. It was pretty fun when I did play it, but it just ain't for me. Tarkov Blues for me, baby. Also, Gray Zone, magnificent game. I love Gray Zone. I fuck with it so hard. I'm just waiting on a little bit more content out of it to continue to like make content on there, because I've already got a shit ton of content on there that I just haven't edited. So I'm just gonna, you know, mix a little bit of Tarkov content and a little bit of Gray Zone content in there. You know, just get that shit in. But yeah, at the end of the day, you know, I'm not being like a lot of these other, you know, creators and streamers and just slamming Tarkov with hate and then turning around the very next day and then begging for stuff. And then begging for, you know, new stuff from Nikita or new changes from Nikita. That's just, it's kind of dumb in my opinion, and it's kind of hypocritical, and it's not a good look for anyone. I mean, it doesn't take much to just look at the comments on all these tweets or posts on YouTube and TikTok. A lot of people are just fed up with that shit, and I'm not trying to get roped in with motherfuckers acting like that. Honestly, that type of behavior and, you know, gamer activist type of behavior, it just kind of pisses me off. I had my fun with it. I got, you know, the justice that I felt like was deserved out of it for the rest of the community. And that's that. And it may be a bold statement to say that, but I'm not trying to argue with anyone in the comments on that. That's just my opinion. You know, once they lowered that price down, I think it is fair for them to ask, you know, people if they want to upgrade something else. I don't think it's fair that they gave us the same container. They should have kept the Gamma container unique and just given the unheard people something different. But that's that. I think some things could be different, but at the end of the day, it's a pretty fire upgrade for people who just want something chill and have been playing the game for years and, you know, maybe don't like the PvP aspect as much and might just want to go play with some friends or get better at the game. Just go play some PvE. I mean, I still play PvP. I got Mr. Kerman on both PvP and PvE. I got this little event done. Yesterday, I knocked that event out on PvP in like 12 hours flat. So, I mean, I still play both. I just enjoy PvE a little bit more because for somebody who works so much and fucking edits so much for people and plays different games here and there and has a life outside of gaming, I just don't have all the time in the world every week or every wipe, per se, maybe in the future, to just, you know, throw time into it, get shit on all night, and, you know, walk out of it being like, yeah, well, that's that. In PvE, I'm sitting here blasting music and shit, singing along, fucking stuff up, I mean, having fun, still getting fucked up quite a lot. I mean, you saw what happened there, but at the end of the day, I'm having fun, and I think a lot of this stuff, you know, with, you know, new games and the Unheard Edition and just everything right now, drama-wise, fuck that. Play what you think is fun. Spend your money on what you want to spend your money on, and don't listen to motherfuckers hating on you for it, because at the end of the day, it's your time. Your time's very valuable. Spend it the way you want to spend it. Don't spend it the way that some fucking Twitch streamer tells you to. Unless they're telling you to, like, spend it the way you want to. That's a pretty fair thing. But if they're being like, ah, fuck you, go play Call of Duty, don't do that shit. That shit's stupid. Anyways, I'm going to end the video here because I'm kind of high as fuck. But I love you all. Stay safe. And I hope you guys enjoyed this rambling of mine. And I'll see you all later.